Alrighty then.
Welcome to Outdoor Fun.
Alrighty then, good morning. We're heading out for a nice little hunting trip. Heading up to Buckshot Lake. I think that's what it's called. Anyway, it's up past Plevna, a little northwest. There's a little road off of there. And we're going to see what it's like. And if that one doesn't pan out, then we're going to come back to Plevna and go up Mountain Road. Maybe both today, but probably just one, but we'll see how it goes. Stay tuned. Alrighty then. Oh, kind of embarrassing. My GoPro video footage was set on mute, so I'm gonna have to talk over some of it. But I figured I would just show you where we're going here first day. So we're leaving the cottage and heading out through Snow Road Station, past Umpa, past Plevna, up to Buckshot Lake. There's a whole bunch of crown land here. I'll show you. Here's the Crown Land Atlas. And you can see this was where we went last week, James Road, up to this Crown Land over here. You can see my arrow, my pointer. And then this time we're going to go past Plevna and then up towards Venishar to Buckshot Lake. The plan was to go into this Crown Land here, but there was a gate here. This little road had a gate on it, so we couldn't. So I drove up a little bit further and I found a trail right here. So I ended up going right into this area here. So I'll talk over some of the video.
Alrighty then.
Anyway,
I just thought I would share this little park. Kylie and I used to go for walks here. Anyway, we found it one time when we went for a drive up past Calabogie, past Black Donald Lake, down to Machuan, and then back down this way on Buckshot Road, Buckshot Lake Road, I think it's called. Anyway, down to Plevna and then back to the cottage. Anyway, we used to do the loop, the Ompa, Plevna, Ardagh, and then sometimes down to Sharbot Lake or sometimes just back up through Robertsville, back to the cottage. Anyway, just thought I'd share that. It was a really nice special spot for Kylie and I. Anyway, stay tuned. Hunting, we're about 10 minutes from where we're going to be hunting. Stay tuned. Alrighty then. Well, the road is gated, so I won't be going down that road. Anyway, that goes into Crown Land, but it goes through some private property first, I guess. Oh well. Anyway, I'm not gonna open it and drive in there. That would be rude. Anyway, let me figure out my next plan. Stay tuned. Alrighty then, I found this little road. Let's just see if I can find a spot to park rather than park out on the main road. Just go around the corner. We'll go slow. There's lots of rocks in here, but it looks okay. If there's a little clearing up here, that would be ideal. Yeah, so just a bit further up the main road. Oh yeah, I can park over here on the side. Actually, it might be better even up here. Oh, it looks like it's better up here. Yeah, so just a little further, there's Crown Land. Well, actually, I'll show it on the map exactly what it is. Oh yeah, this is a good spot to park. I'm not sure what this trail's like, but stay tuned.
Alrighty then, so here's where I'm bringing up my iHunter app and showing you where the property is. And here I'm just going back and showing you where we were last week, just to give you a bit of an idea. And then, so I'm going to go back up here and show you where we are today. That's, we were coming up to this road and there was this gate there, so we couldn't get into where we wanted to go. So that's where I'm pointing out right there. There was a gate, so we couldn't get into that area, but we ended up just going up the road just slightly. And on that side of the road, it's Madawaska County Forest. And then on the other side of the road, it's Crown Land General Use Area B. Anyway, I thought that was, I just wanted to do a little voiceover and show you what I was actually showing here. Alrighty then, here we are, just getting all prepped, getting my gun out, and taking off the lock. And I think I already had my my arrow pouch on, so I think I just take one of my bolts. There we go. Get that all set up. And just talking about the the trail a little bit and how we're just going to head down the road here and just go from there. It's a nice little walk on this trail. I'll talk a bit about it as we start walking. Yeah, so the trail itself is it's fairly wide, so it would be very easy to actually take the truck a bit further down the road if I wanted to, but I like to park and walk. So anyway, so just kind of giving you a good feel for what the beginning of the trail looked like. And there's actually one little offshoot here not too far ahead, and I talk about it later. Anyway, there's my truck. Anyway, let me give you some further information about the trail. Yeah, so this is the first spot that we actually come up to a little bit of a T. So you can head right, and it goes up. Looks like it goes up into the forest a bit, or you can stay on the main trail. I stayed on the main trail. There was actually a few spots where the trail kind of diverged, but this was the first one. But I kept on the main trail. But so far, it was a really nice trail walking on. Alrighty then, this was, I wanted to kind of show you as we got deeper into the forest on the trail, we got into some hardwood. So there were a lot of maple trees, and man, they had shed a ton of leaves. So it was just a crispy, crunchy walking in this little area. So it's certainly the advantage to any animal nearby. Definitely would have been hearing me. Anyway, stay tuned. Yeah, this was a little trail. This was actually really cool, and I'm showing it on the map. And I think what it was is a little trail to that private property up there, just above there. So, so whoever they owned this property, would come in on the Crown Land Road, and then it looks like they cut their own little trail up into their property. I didn't walk down the trail, but I thought it was pretty cool. I wanted to show that. Yeah, so I stayed on the main trail here and kind of went from there. Oh, and of course I had to get my apple out. And I had I had a nice little treat there with the apple, and then I left it for the animals. There was a little bird. I bit a piece off, threw it down for him, but I don't know if he took it or not. But I certainly left the whole apple that was left on the trail, and I didn't see it actually when I came back. I was looking for it, so I think something came and grabbed it. Anyway, stay tuned. Alrighty then, I was a little further up the trail. I came across this tree. So this thing must have fallen across the trail, and man, somebody must have had an awful big chainsaw to get through this thing. It was huge. I think I show the tree here. Look at this size, man. That was probably, it's hard to tell here, but it's probably a good 20-inch in diameter. Very big tree. Alrighty then, here was another little bit of a twist in the trail. So there's a little trail on the right, and at this point I'm like, hey, I guess maybe that's another way to get up into that property. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I ended up going to the left, because the left looked like it was going to go down to this little lake. And I think I zoom in to see the name of the lake here, or I might have done that afterwards, but I'll share that one when I see that part of the video. So I just kept left and walked down here, and actually it was kind of an exciting little walk here. In a second you'll see why. Stay tuned. Alrighty then, so right here there was a little noise just to the bushes to the left of me. It was a partridge, and it had dropped down onto the ground, and it started to cluck, 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 kind of like that, kind of like a little chicken. And I'm sitting there and I could see it, but I just didn't have a good shot at it. And a couple of times I had the red dot on it, but I just didn't want to take the shot because there was a lot of bushes and trees, and I just didn't want to just hurt it. So, but it was quite interesting, and it was huge. It was one of the biggest partridge I think I've seen in a long time. Anyway, you can see me here. I'm just trying to see if it'll move. I'm just looking at it. It's I don't think you can see it. It's so there's so much brush here. Anyway, I moved up a bit, and then eventually it flew. It kind of took a few steps and just flew off. So I didn't get the sound effect, but it's like this. I just add that for fun. Anyway, it was it was fun just to have an opportunity, but just to see it was well worth this trip. Anyway, stay tuned because it's going to be a fun sighting up ahead as well. Another lake, very cool. Alrighty, this is where I can just start to see the lake up ahead. So I take out my phone, show this lake. It's zoom in. It's called Brooks Lake. Anyway, it was so then I kind of make my way down to the lake, but it was nice little spot. So you'll see. I'll make my way down here, and then I was on the ready just in case there was another partridge as well. I was kind of like, there might be more in here. Anyway, as I'm just going to walk down towards the lake here, it's not. It's similar to last week's lake. In that, it's a nice lake to come upon, but I wasn't able to get as close to the lake. It was very muddy, I think, if I remember correctly. But, I found a nice spot and ended up having my lunch and some tea, so stay tuned for that. Here I was just kind of getting up towards this little bit of a corner. I kind of remember talking to myself, let's see if there's anything around this corner. Anyway, there wasn't, so it was just me out there, just me and my thoughts. Anyway, stay tuned. I'm getting closer and closer to the water here, where I end up taking a nice break for some lunch. I wish I could have got a little bit closer to the water, but it was still nice. It was a great view. I just love it when I come to features like this out in the woods. Very neat, very fun. Alrighty then, Brooks Lake at the end of this trail. Very nice. It's a little bit mucky in here. Be careful how far I go in. There's some deer tracks. Oh yeah, she's nice. Great little spot. Very cool. Well, I think I'll have my lunch here. Stay tuned. Yeah, so I hung up my backpack, and then I grabbed my thermos, and I took it over to this log and set it down. Poured some of the hot water in. I had a tea bag in my pocket. I had a orange pico. So last week I had the lemon. This time I had an orange pico. And it was actually really nice. Just brings back memories every time I get that thermos out. It's not my old thermos. I bought that thermos a few years ago. I used to have a big one of those old, you can probably picture the older ones from 30 years ago. Anyway, so I set my actually I put it at an angle here because it was going to fall over. Then I went back and grabbed my sandwich. I had a real nice smoked meat sandwich, and I show that off here on a Kaiser bun. It was good. It was very good. Yeah, check this out. Oh yeah, so good. I think I take a big bite here in a minute. I don't know if I show that or not. Stay tuned. Alrighty then, that sandwich was good. Gonna have some tea. Cheers. I love that. Anyway, maybe we'll get lucky on the way back out. You never know. That partridge, maybe he'll make his way
back to the road or back to the other side. I don't know. If not, we're just going to have a nice brisk walk back. This has been a lot of fun. Probably just do a quick video at the truck if I don't see anything, but if I see something along the way, I'm gonna show you. Stay tuned.
Alrighty then, here we are kind of back towards the end of the trail, or the start of the trail where I parked my truck. So I just kind of make my way back to the truck, and I was probably making some crazy commentary about different things. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed this trail very much. Anyway, stay tuned for ending comments.
Alrighty then, cheers. Having some water because I got some work to do. I just got back from hunting. That was actually that was a good road. It was fun at the end going down to the water. That was a big partridge. Man, it just kind of dropped from the tree. I heard it, and then all of a sudden I saw it, and it was clucking. Cluck, 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 cluck. I was like, oh. It got into a little bit of an opening, but I didn't have a great shot. If I had a shotgun, no problem, very easy. But you know, I'm shooting that bolt. I just hit it, just nick a branch, and I don't want to just hurt it, right? I don't want to. That's the last thing I want to do is have an injured partridge, you know, running around and suffering. So anyway, it's all good though. I had fun and found a new trail. Oh, birds are calling for me. Anyway, I got some work to do at the cottage. That's probably going to be it for this particular hunting video. I'll probably do a separate one. And I haven't decided yet where I'm going tomorrow. So maybe Dalhousie second concession, maybe Dalhousie fourth concession session. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, stay tuned and see ya. Thanks for watching. See ya.